Hello everybody. As many of us know about Nikola Tesla, today I will be talking about him and one of his famous inventions called a Tesla coil. Here is a non-working model of a Tesla coil. But before we reach this stage, let us talk about Nikola Tesla himself. Well, Nikola Tesla was born to Siberian parents in 1884 at 10 July and also immigrated to US to do his first job. His first job was using electricity in the company Thomas Alva Edison, where we made DC for him. But have you ever wondered how Tesla got this bizarre idea of the Tesla coil? Well, this all started when Tesla realized that there was so much abundant energy in our air and electricity that we can use to harness our electricity supplies. For example, we can light these bulbs. And from that day, he had a dream to make a free and wireless electricity. So he made a lab near Wardenclyffe, near Shoreham, New York, and he started to build his first Tesla coil by getting funding from JP Morgan. But when JP Morgan realized the real truth of the Tesla coil, that it was also made to provide free electricity, he strongly disagreed with this idea and stopped all the funding, being a businessman of that time. This is a non-working model of a Tesla coil. So a Tesla coil takes its energy from a normal power supply at 120 volts as shown here. Then it is passed through a transformer, specifically also known as a high voltage step-up transformer, which steps up the electricity to 20,000 volts. As this is the power supply and that is the transformer, the amount of electricity it will step up is defined by the number of coils. So as you can see, here is the ratio of 4:8 and here is the ratio of 4:8 as well to make it accurate. And then we have this transformer which sends out two wires into the spark gap, as these two wires can be seen. And the speciality of a spark gap is that there is no circuit that is complete. So there is actually a spark of air in between, as you can see in here, and even in the diagram that there is nothing actually connecting it. So then the electricity is forced to go into this orange capacitor here, which is also shown here, which is also known as a high voltage capacitor, and it stores the energy in it till the time it reaches its maximum capacity. And by the way, capacitor is made by two conductive plates that are inserted with a dielectric insulating plate in the middle. As seen here, there is a positive parallel conducting plate and this is a negative parallel conducting plate. And here is a dielectric insulating plate which will not let the energy pass. Then from here the electricity is passed back and it's sent into the spark gap from here back again, and the electricity is so high that the air between which is here is beached, and then this also makes this whole circuit like this. So now the electricity can flow through easily the same way here. So therefore it's sent to the primary coil using this like here, and then this is the primary coil. So due to the close proximity of the primary and secondary coil, like also here they're really close, due to their close proximity, magnetic flux and magnetic couples form which allow the electricity to be induced from the primary into the secondary coil. Again you can see this is also a way where the electricity is stepped up, as you can see by the number of coils. This is 4 and this is 8 here, and here it's 3 to 12. There is like 3 here and there are 12 there. So by the way, a transformer is made by a transformer core and magnetic flux in the middle. So that gives the number of coils Ns divided by Np, which is equals to Vs divided by Vp equals to Ip divided by Is, as shown over here. And then once the electricity is stepped up again, it reaches 200,000 volts or more. And this is the secondary coil where the electricity is stepped up to. And then this is the torus at the top, which is again another capacitor and stores the energy in it till it reaches the maximum capacity. And in this model, this is the torus. And when it reaches the maximum capacity, it does a sudden burst of energy that's so strong that it can even light light bulbs that are a meter away from it. And this way one can get wireless electricity. Do you know if Tesla would have been able to implant this idea on a larger scale, there could have been so many possibilities that would have changed our life today? Well, first we would have cheap or actually just free electricity, because originally the idea of the Tesla coil was to actually take energy from the thunderstorms rather than electric normal plug, and that energy is abundant, so one could just use that electricity everywhere. And then second of all, you would have a wireless world. The hecticness of wires and everything will all be gone because the Tesla coil throws energy out wirelessly, and if you even have a bulb 10 meters away, I'm pretty sure it could light up. But you know the most interesting things, like you see in sci-fi movies, things get invisible. Well, this was actually possible. Tesla could make things invisible using a Tesla coil, and this was actually experimented privately on a US Navy ship, where they put his Tesla coil on the backboard and they actually turned it on, which made the ship invisible, and the ship actually also moved. That is the most shocking part. But unfortunately, all the crew members on the ship had died due to so much high frequency of the electricity, which had killed all of them. But there are high chances that if Tesla had more time, he would have been able to make this technology a hit success. So here's a short video clip on how the Tesla coil works. So this is a Tesla coil, which is also an air-cored resonant transformer. As you can see the whole look right now over here. This is the Tesla coil and how it looks. So this is a normal socket where the electricity is taken at 120 volts. Electricity is transferred here, and it's sent into this high voltage step-up transformer, which steps up the energy to 20,000 volts. As you can see here. Now the electricity is being passed on into the capacitor, which stores the energy in it until it's full. And then the air between the spark gap, this is the primary coil, the air between the spark gap is breached. As you can see, electric current is flowing here now. Now it's actually working. And now this is due to close proximity, the magnetic couples and magnetic flux forming, and this is where the primary coil and the electricity is being induced into the secondary coil. So now this is going to be stepped up to 200,000 or more volts. And this is now when the electricity travels up to the torus, which is that. And when it reaches the torus is another capacitor which stores it till the end, and there's a sudden burst of energy like that. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Tesla coil, but don't forget to subscribe, like and comment and share.